Are you an industry front runner or are you being left behind? Today, I will give you 10 strategies you should focus on if you are in the energy sector to ensure that you are powering up for the future and not being left behind. Rise and shine, leaders. This is Glenn Guyton, your cultural futurist, equipping organizations with effective strategies to foster a culture of innovation, reduce workplace stress, and elevate team performance. It is time for our executive coffee break. I've got my beverage in hand. I hope you have yours too. This is some fizzy, bubbly drink. They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your workplace culture and, of course, your beverage. Leadership matters, so you might as well get good at it. Hey, if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today is more of a self-assessment for leaders in the energy sector. I'm a proud Texan who lived through Snowmageddon in February of 2021. I still have some chilling memories about that time. It was like 9 degrees in my house in San Antonio. Now, the crippling power crisis in Texas in February of 2021 offers a sobering case study on the impacts of compound disruptions and the vulnerability of critical infrastructure to black swan events. While severe winter weather is not unprecedented, Texas's deregulated electricity grid proved woefully unprepared, yes, for the confluence of record low temperatures, spiking demand from residential heating needs, and widespread mechanical failures at power plants ill-equipped for such extremes. With most of the state's generation capacity hobbled, the isolated Texas grid had minimal ability to import electricity from other regions. And people knew this, right? This cascade of failures exposed the fragility of just-in-time energy systems overtaxed by a perfect storm of unexpected circumstances. For strategic forecasters, the Texas blackout highlights the need to stress test assumptions about resilience, map interdependencies that can lead to cascading failures, and incorporate gray rhino perspectives on high potential impact events outside of historical norms. Proactive investments in hardening infrastructure, ensuring adequate reserve margins, and diversifying supply chains may prove vital to averting future long-term outages capable of widespread humanitarian and economic disruptions. And so, energy leaders, here are 10 things that I want you to think about, 10 strategies you should be working on to power up for future disruptions. Number 1, embrace sustainable and renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal power to meet growing energy demands while reducing environmental impact. Number 2, invest in research and development of clean energy technologies such as hydrogen fuel cells, nuclear fusion, and advanced battery storage systems. And I know there's a cost to all of these things, and you don't have all of the answers. But number 3, adopt circular economy principles by finding ways to reuse, recycle, and repurpose waste products and byproducts from energy production processes. Number 4, prioritize energy efficiency and conservation measures across all operations from extraction and production to distribution and consumption. Now, some of these things, you're an industry leader, you may be a politician, you may be on a regulatory commission. These are things that you need to think about. Number 5, collaborate with local communities, indigenous groups, and stakeholders to ensure responsible and ethical energy practices that respect cultural values and environmental concerns. Number 6, develop and implement comprehensive carbon capture and sequestration strategies to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions and combat climate change. Number 7, foster a culture of innovation and encourage employees to think creatively about solving energy challenges and developing disruptive technologies. Again, we want to find ways to address the disruptions that are going to come. So we need to think about these things ahead of time. Number 8, leverage digital technologies such as smart grids, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence to optimize energy systems and to improve operational efficiency. Number 9, promote energy literacy and education programs to raise awareness about sustainable energy practices and encourage responsible energy consumption. And this is a big thing in Texas, right? Something that they're trying to do. There's some resistance to responsible energy consumption. People just want to be comfortable. But this is something that you, as an energy sector leader, need to think about. It's not just about the fuel and the distribution, but it's also about consumption habits. Previously, I talked about the Internet of Things. Again, that's part of the consumption challenge, right? We have so many things connected. Our phones are plugged in. We have so many things going on. And so the demand is high. And we need to help people understand what to do in disruption. So part of this is promoting energy literacy. It's not just about the grid, but it's about the people that are using the grid. That's why I'm so excited about being a cultural futurist, is that not only are we thinking about the technology piece of futurism, but we need to think about the people piece. People are the ones that are using the grids, that are using power, that are voting for policy. So we have to think about the people aspect of this if we are in the energy industry. Even as we think about regulations, one of my clients was explaining to me about the challenge of building new nuclear power plants, the regulations that are there. Part of that is just the fear of people about nuclear power. You know, if you grew up like me, you grew up in the era when you heard about 3 Mile Island and what's Chernobyl and all these other things. And so people have this really negative understanding of nuclear energy and what it will do, the impact of it. And 3 Mile Island was a long time ago, but people still remember that. Hey, if we build a nuclear power plant, something's going to go wrong and everything's going to blow up. So you have to combat that if you are a leader in this energy sector. Number 10, establish robust cybersecurity measures to protect critical energy infrastructures from cyber threats and ensure the reliability and security of energy systems. And I know that you all are probably getting hundreds of thousands of attacks daily on your power systems. All right, so I gave you 10 things. How well did you do? How well did your organization do? Let me know in the comments. Would Keith Lee, if he was a podcaster, would Keith Lee give you a 10 out of 10 if he was working in your industry? Would he give you a 10 out of 10? I hope so. Remember, the future is now. Don't wait until it's too late to prepare for the cultural shifts that are already taking place. These things are only going to accelerate. While you might not have the final say on priorities, don't forget that you do have influence. Strategic forecasting gives us a glimpse into a number of possible futures so that we can do our best to mitigate the disruptions for events like Snowmageddon 2021 that will continue to happen with an increasing frequency. So let's not forget, better leaders get better results. So to every one of you leading the charge for a more supportive and engaged workplace, I leave you with this. Stay bold, stay inspired, and remember that your actions today shape the culture of tomorrow. My name is Glenn Guyton. You all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.